my wife was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, I started to question how we do business. However, disease is managed with medications, and we have so many repeat customers, it seems like the medications aren't working. They just come back sicker. The standard treatment prescribed by her physician was to put her on a medication called levothyroxine. It had me really concerned about her welfare. As long as she stayed on levothyroxine, she would eventually end up being on other medications for life. I felt like there had to be something more. In my experience, doctors often take on a lot of patients. The problem with taking on a large patient load means that you can't spend enough time to really assess and learn your patient's health history, so that they probably get about 5 to 10 minutes with the patient. Nutrition, lifestyle, and other environmental factors are rarely discussed between the patient and the doctor. The process of care seems very standardized and compartmentalized, where patients with similar conditions are treated the same as the patient before. A patient has to trust that their primary doctor and all the specialists that are involved in their care are communicating properly and not over-medicating them or doubling up procedures unnecessarily, exposing them to things like radiation through imaging, or unnecessary medications that might be toxic and contribute to side effects that decrease their quality of life and harm their health. Often patients that come into the emergency room are confused about their condition. They don't really understand the medications, and sometimes they take them incorrectly. I hear complaints from patients that tell me their doctor spends very little time with them discussing about the problem, or neglects to tell them things that they can do at home to help improve their situation. But their doctors tell them, no, you're going to have to stay on these medications, and that's really upsetting to the patient because they feel like there's no answer and there's no cure to their condition, so this is the way they have to live for the rest of their life. There are times where patients come to the ER and they see an advertisement on television describing certain medications, and they feel that it's the right medication for them. They'll even go to the point to demand the doctor prescribe it to them. We spend here in the US more per patient than other countries, and our outcomes are worse than other countries. This is a red flag to me. When a doctor has to order procedures, they have to verify with the insurance company for approval so they can get reimbursement. Insurance companies reject these requests, forcing the doctor in a narrow path to discover what's wrong with the patient. And to me, that looks like the insurance company has become the patient's doctor. Medications have been the gold standard to healthcare. Why don't we discuss something different, like health itself? What are you eating? What are you doing? Do you even exercise? Companies push profits to satisfy their stakeholders' bottom line, and health is not their concern. I began to really question the training I received as a nurse. I also delved into the things that we used every day and the things that surrounded us, from processed foods, the quality of our water, the quality of our air, what's our environment, shoot, even the clothes we wear. And we realized that once we took charge of our health improved. So I'm here to let you know that I've done the hard work to simplify this information. We've learned how to do this in a very affordable way. Today, we don't even go to the grocery store anymore. I don't want you to feel stuck. You have options. And for Devin, after making these changes and seeing the improvement in her health, it's been very encouraging. Clear this with your doctor first. I'm a registered nurse. I'm not a doctor. This is just for educational purposes, and it's based on my own opinion. Check out the description below for a link to a free guide to kind of help you along and get you started on this process to achieving better health. Please leave some comments below and kind of tell me some challenges that you're experiencing. These are things that we can discuss together and find some resolution to. You don't have to live in this system that demands that you be on medications to treat everything. You have alternatives.